"You've got knocked the hell out." That line still makes millions laugh today. Friday wasn't just a comedy. It was a cultural moment, a low-budget film that captured real-life struggles, friendships, and the heartbeat of a black neighborhood, all wrapped in raw humor and unforgettable characters. But while we laughed at the antics of Smokey Craig and the rest of the gang, many of the stars behind those roles were quietly suffering, struggling, fighting battles no script could prepare them for. Today, we look back at 13 beloved actors from the Friday cast who tragically passed away, not just to remember how they made us laugh, but to honor the pain they carried and the legacy they left behind. John Witherspoon lit up the screen as Craig's no-nonsense, hilarious father. His delivery, his walk, even his obsession with the bathroom, unforgettable. But behind that comedy legend was a man quietly battling loneliness. Born on January 27, 1942, in Detroit, Michigan, John started his comedy journey in the 1970s and rose to fame in shows like The Wayans Brothers. In 1995, at age 53, he starred in Friday as Mr. Jones, bringing warmth, discipline, and comic timing that made the character iconic. However, the fame came with a price. His marriage to Angela Robinson, which began in 1988, looked peaceful on the outside. Nobody could forget Debo, the menacing neighborhood bully with the silent stare and the bike that wasn't really his. Tommy Lister brought Debo to life in a way that made you fear him and feel for him at the same time. Born on June 24, 1958, in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Lister was blind in one eye from birth due to a detached retina, but that never stopped him. He became a national shot put champion, a wrestler, and a Hollywood tough guy, appearing in over 200 films. But behind that towering frame was a man struggling to... She had only a few lines in Friday, but oh, did they stick! LaWanda Page played the sharp-tongued old lady on the porch, the one who had seen it all and still had sass to spare. Many remember her more as Aunt Esther from Sanford and Son, a role that made her a television icon. But her real-life story was one of pain and perseverance. Born on October 19, 1920, in Cleveland, she lived a hard life from the start. As a teenager, she performed dangerous fire dancing routines in Smokey. Even in his brief cameo, Bernie Mac left a mark. As Pastor Claver, he delivered his lines with that signature grit and rhythm that made him a legend. Born on October 5, 1957, in Chicago, Bernie Mac grew up surrounded by loss. His mother died when he was a teenager, his brother, then his father. He turned that grief into fire and built a comedy empire. But behind the scenes, Bernie was hiding a secret sarcoidosis, a rare disease that attacked his lungs. While starring in The Bernie Mac Show, Al, the jittery neighborhood addict, brought pure chaos to Friday. But Anthony Johnson, the man behind the madness, was fighting his own demons. Born on February 1, 1966, in Compton, California, Johnson had Hollywood in his blood. His father was a stuntman, but that shadow loomed heavy, and Anthony struggled to step into his own spotlight. Friday was his breakthrough, but soon after, he fell deep into addiction. He married and had 3 daughters, Antoinette, Natasha, and beyond. But the pressure to provide while battling drugs tore his family apart. A panic attack at the airport in 2000. In Friday, he had one scene, but Michael Clark Duncan was impossible to ignore. A mountain of a man with a gentle heart. Born December 10, 1957, in Chicago, Duncan grew up fatherless. His mother raised him while working as a janitor. He dug ditches and worked security to support her, even guarded Will Smith and LL Cool J before breaking into film. The Green Mile made him a star. But when he suffered a heart attack in 2012, his relationship with reality TV star Omarosa made headlines. And not in a good way. His family accused her of exploiting him in his vulnerable state. Michael passed away on September 3, 2012, at the age of 54. His net worth was $18 million. Remember the scene where Red got knocked out, and his dad dragged him away by the collar? That was Ronaldo Ray. Born Harry Reynolds in Wichita Falls, Texas, he got into entertainment late, after years as a school teacher. Even after appearing in over 50 films, Ray never found financial peace. A bitter divorce drained him emotionally and financially. A massive stroke in 2014 left him unable to work. He lived his final days quietly in a small Los Angeles home. Ronaldo Ray passed away on May 28, 2015, at age 75. His net worth, $500,000, but his role, legendary. These 7 actors made Friday more than just a movie. They turned it into a memory, a feeling, a piece of our lives. They laughed on camera, while suffering in silence off it. Gone, but never forgotten. Their stories are a reminder that behind every great character is a real person, with real pain. Which actor's story touched you the most?